Currency settings. Welcome to one of the most critical setup steps in Resourceby, currency settings. This is something you should configure right at the beginning before you start adding employees or processing payroll. Why? Because your currency settings affect every financial transaction in the system, from salaries to expenses to invoices. Getting this right from the start saves you headaches later. Let's make sure you set it up perfectly. From a settings sidebar, click on Currency Settings. Excellent. You're now on the Currency Settings page. Before we do anything else, let's read that important blue information banner at the top. It says, exchange rate is calculated from your default currency. Change default currency in app settings. This is crucial to understand. Resourceby uses one currency as your base currency, typically the currency you operate in most. All other currencies you add will be converted based on their exchange rate against your default currency. Remember in app settings where we set the default currency? That's what this refers to. Make sure your primary operating currency is set there first. Now look at the currency table. This shows all the currencies currently configured in your system. Let's walk through what each column means. Currency name is the full name, like dollars, pounds, euros, rupee, or rand. Currency symbol is the symbol you'll see throughout the system. Dollar sign, pound sign, euro sign, rupee symbol, or R for rand. Currency code is the international three-letter code. USD, GBP, Euro, INR, or ZER. These are standard worldwide currency codes. Exchange rate shows the conversion rate from this currency to your default currency. Notice most are set to 1, but ZM dollar shows a different exchange rate. This is important for multi-currency operations. Currency format shows how amounts will display, like R1,000.00 or $1,000. Notice there's a question mark icon next to this column header. This controls whether you see $1,000 or $1.00000, depending on regional formatting preferences. And here's something really important. Notice the Rand row has a blue badge that says default. This indicates that Rand is your base currency. All exchange rates are calculated relative to the Rand. For South African businesses, this is perfect. On the right side, you'll see edit and delete options for each currency. Be very careful with delete. If you've already used a currency in transactions, removing it can cause problems. Now, let's add a new currency. Click the yellow Add New Currency button at the top. Perfect. A pop-up form has appeared. Let's go through each field carefully because this determines how money displays throughout your entire system. First is currency name. This is required, marked with a red asterisk. Type the full name of the currency, like dollar or pound or rand. Use the common name people recognize. Next is currency symbol, also required. Enter the symbol that represents this currency. For example, a dollar sign, pound sign, euro symbol, or R for rand. This symbol will appear next to all amounts throughout Resourceby. Currency code is also required. Enter the three-letter international code. For US dollars, that's USD. For British pounds, GBP. For rand, ZER. For euros, euro. These are standardized codes used worldwide. Now we have an interesting option. Is cryptocurrency? You'll see yes or no radio buttons. Most businesses will select no for traditional currencies. Select yes only if you're adding a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. This affects how the currency is handled in the system. Exchange rate is crucial and required. This is where you specify how this currency converts to your default currency. Notice the helpful text below, ZER to ZER. This shows you're converting from your new currency to rand. If you're adding US dollars and the exchange rate is 18.50 rand to $1, you'd enter 18.50 here. And look at that helpful blue link, fetch latest exchange rate. Click this and Resourceby will automatically look up the current exchange rate for you. This is fantastic. No need to Google exchange rates yourself. The system does it for you. Now we reach currency format settings. This section controls exactly how currency amounts display. Let's go through each formatting option. Currency position has a question mark icon. Let's click that to understand it. This controls whether the currency symbol appears before the number left, like $1,000, or after, right, like $1,000. Most currencies use left positioning, but some countries prefer right. Choose what looks natural to you. Thousands separator, also with a question mark icon, controls what character separates thousands. See the example. You can use a comma for 1 million or a period for 1.000.000 or even a space. Different countries have different conventions. Decimal separator controls what separates the main amount from cents. Most English-speaking countries use a period for 1,000.50, but some countries use a comma for 1.00050. Choose your regional standard. Number of decimals determines how many digits appear after the decimal point. The default is 2, giving you cents or pence. Some currencies don't use decimals at all, so you might set this to 0. Look at the helpful example at the bottom. Example, R1, 234, 567.89. This shows you exactly how amounts will display with your current settings. As you change the format options, imagine how R1, 234, 567.89 would change. This helps you visualize your choices. Once you've configured everything, click the yellow Save button at the bottom right. Or click Cancel if you need to exit without saving. Great! Your new currency is now added to the table. Now, here's something really important to remember. If you need to change which currency is your default currency, the one everything else is measured against, you don't do it here. You need to go back to App Settings and change the default currency drop-down there. Then all the exchange rates here will recalculate accordingly. Why is this currency settings page so important? Because once you start paying salaries, recording expenses, generating invoices, everything financial flows through these settings. If you configure currencies incorrectly and then realize it after processing payroll, fixing it becomes messy. That's why we emphasize setting this up correctly at the very beginning. If you work internationally or have clients paying in different currencies, you can add multiple currencies here, and Resourceby will handle all the conversions automatically using your exchange rates. Beautiful! If exchange rates change significantly, come back here, click Edit on the relevant currency, and update the exchange rate. Or just click that Fetch Latest Exchange Rate link to get current rates automatically. Your currency configuration is now complete. This forms the financial foundation of your entire Resourceby system. Well done on getting this